just wanna run it up.
Kind of check or something.
I've been really in the field, let up, yeah. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah.
Kind of check or something.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Count that too, count it up,
Yeah.
count it up, count it up, count it up.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Rabbit now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with.
What's good, people? This your boy Cole with Cole's Cowboys, and I got a special show for y'all. I got my boy Jtuck in the building, King DV, and JC Sports Talk. We're gonna go ahead and break down some good off-season talk, man. You know, it's a little hype now, especially in Dallas land. We finally got some news, bro. We excited to break it out to you. How y'all doing, man?
God damn, I'm jealous of goddamn Cowboys, man. Look, I'm just gonna say that out front, man. F y'all, and y'all doing y'all thing. It is what it is, man. Let's get it.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Hey, man. As they say, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, man. So I remember this time last year, I did a show with JC. I think it was the first show that we did. And I had to sit back and watch him make all these moves in the off season and everything. I had to kind of shut up. But now it's my turn to talk a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, we got a lot to
talk a little bit.
Man, how you doing, DV, man? You good, bro? You good, man?
First things first, Cole. Thanks for having me.
Sure.
Second thing, that was a long intro of nonsense.
But, I need to upgrade it. I guess we got
yeah,
some players.
I mean, it's going to be enemies. You got to put both teams on. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Oh, good, man. Hey, look, hey, home field advantage, man. Home field advantage, man.
Show. You know what I'm saying? Because last show we had, y'all was double teaming me a little bit. I brought some reinforcements this time, man.
All
y'all
right.
think I can get on my boy Jack, man. We're going to have a good one today, boy. Hey, so check this out. I'm going to start, y'all the guests, you know what I'm saying? Even though y'all the enemies and whatnot. Let's talk about y'all moves, man. Let's talk about free agency, that super team y'all had. You know, the offense is good. Great. You know what I'm saying? But that defense, man, I mean, y'all kind of deflated a little bit. I want to know, how do y'all feel about the moves? Do you believe in Howie Roseman? Do you believe in the coaching staff? What do you think that Howie's going to do with that defense?
Look, first of all, how you call it a super team when we only literally added 3 players? Hargrave was there 2-3 years ago. Everybody was there. We added one guy on the defensive line, Hassan Reddick, and completely changed that defensive line. We added one guy in the secondary, and Bradbury, and then Kaiser White, and then, of course, 4 guys? You know what I mean? Chauncey Gardner. But that dude was playing nickel. He was a slot corner. Nobody saw this coming. You know what I mean? One of the best safeties in the NFL. So, I mean, this whole super team thing to me was just pieces. One piece is there, one piece is there. We wasn't like one piece away from being a super team. We had to make the right move and trust in the guys that we went out and got. Kaiser White had a 1-year deal. 1-year deal. Nobody wanted him. Chauncey Gardner. This dude was what? He was traded for 4th and 5th. You know what I mean? Like the Saints, because they could not work on a contract. So, like, nobody saw him being this good. Is it really the player that we got or the whole complete team? So, the whole super team thing, our offense was good. I mean, we all knew.
I say great.
Better.
I say great, man.
I mean,
go ahead and stick your chest out a little bit, man.
It wasn't the number 1 scoring offense, so I can't say great. There's always room for improvement, right? Yeah. Hey, if you say great, that means that's it. You done. You reach the mountaintop. It was good enough, right, to be top 3 scoring offense in the NFL.
Yeah.
But everybody thinking that we went all in and like we wasted draft picks and big money. No, these were small moves that came complete together when you had your whole core intact already from the year before. You know what I mean? So look, as far as Harry Roseman go this season, it ain't over. It ain't over, Dallas. I know y'all looking good over here. Yo, the Super Bowl trophy is already up. Las Vegas. We did it. After 30 years, we finally reached the top. But guess what? It's not over because we kept Bradbury, we kept Slade. You know what I mean? Our linebacker core is a little shaky, but Kobe Dean, he need his time to shine. So our safety position, old Blankenship, you know what I mean? Hey, he plays solid, but we still need another guy back there with them. But overall, I'm confident that we still the champs at the end of the day, and y'all gotta come beat us.
The champs of what?
Oh, come on, man. The champs. All right. You know what?
The division. The division.
Champs.
Oh, okay, got
you. There we go. Ain't no division. That's too small. That's too small. We're champs in the NFC. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
I'm gonna go about this another way, man. Thanks, Cole, for giving us our props. Finally, man, you called us a super team. You weren't a super team, but you called. I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? So, but overall, man, I just think that all the guys that we lost could be replaced. They could be replaced, and that's the beauty of it. The only person that I'm heartbroken about is Hargrave. Honestly, that's the only true person. I'm like TJ could be replaced. We don't know what this guy that we just got. We don't know what he could do, but we know that he played all 17 games and he led the team in tackles. And he had one interception, 11 tackles for loss. So we don't know what he could do. And then also we did get the Saints safety basically to possibly start or just for a rotational piece. We don't know because the draft is still coming up. Then when we got CJ Gardner-Johnson, that was in August. So who knows what it is, but we're good over here. I'm not going to say anything about, Super Bowl, but what I'm going to say is, like I told you on Twitter, it's not going to be a sweep, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I'm claiming a sweep, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm drinking that Kool-Aid. The sweep is coming, man. I'm gonna hold on to it. If I gotta eat crow, I'm gonna eat crow. I don't care, man. I'm putting it up.
I'm hitting me core right now, by the way.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's address that elephant in the room about your boy CJ Gardner-Johnson. I mean, I just gotta know. How do y'all?
I got a different take on that.
How do y'all feel?
Go ahead. Yeah,
okay, I'll go first. So at first, I'm just like any other real Eagles fan that's not sitting there trying to troll players that's on Twitter. I said, look, he chose his health, and take care of his family and things like that. Can't be mad at that one. But then he started to like troll us a little bit, and say, y'all switching up on us or on me. Basically, you was just my friend and things like that. It's not everybody, bro. Like, you got your money. You basically said that the Detroit Lions defense is better than the Eagles defense of last year, which is stupid. I don't know what kind of drink he had before that press conference. But I just want him to get his money. That's all. Get his money, and you don't know what to believe at the end of the day. You don't know what to believe if the Eagles gave him that deal of 3 year, $24 million, or if he basically, just said, look, I just want to test out free agency. So we don't know what's true or not. The only thing we know is true is what his management put out on Twitter. So, it is what it is, though, at the end of the day with him. I hope that he Dennis Schroeder himself, honestly. That's the pettiness in me. And it is what it is.
But look, hey, look, the whole CJ thing, man, to me is stupid. Number one, 99% of Eagle fans, or probably the NFL, did not know who CJ was before he came to the Philadelphia Eagles. Wow, right? Maybe Malcolm Jenkins, to me, train CJ to be who he is. You know what I mean? Right now, because when he was with the Saints, I'm telling you right now, he even credited Malcolm Jenkins, you know what I mean, for his leadership. And just making him that dog. But CJ always had a mouth. But to change from slot corner, nickel corner to safety and become one of the best, was it you or was the system that you played in? So to me, it's a combination. The Philadelphia Eagle offensive, the defensive front, 70-something sacks, third time in NFL history. It's over 100 years old. Third time this ever happened. So, of course, when your front is getting pressured, it's easy for you to ball hog, right? We know damn well about that. Byron Maxwell catfish us. Byron Maxwell was one of the best corners with Seattle, right? The Legion of Boom, Sherman, Wagner, all them boys, Thomas. He came to the Philadelphia Eagles, looked like ass. Why? The system changed, the scheme changed. Yes. So Gardner, to me, he was a good fit, a nice, aggressive, shit-talking piece. But we didn't know he was going to be this good. Nobody knew. Nobody knew. I don't care what y'all say. Nobody knew that he was going to be this good and demand top safety money. Yes, we wanted him to stay. Of course, we developed him basically as safety.
So let me ask you this, JC, because you remember when we did the show this time last year, right?
Yeah.
And you remember the flack that I got because who did I pick to win the division last year?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
I picked y'all. Do you remember why I picked y'all to win the division?
The moves that we made on defense.
Not. There was another reason. Because when has there been a repeat back-to-back winner in the NFC East?
Yeah.
All right. So you take that into consideration. There hasn't been a repeat champion in the NFC East, right? When is the last time someone who has went to the Super Bowl and lost has returned the next year? You lost 7 players on your defense, right?
No.
And you said, or what, 6?
No.
6 total, 7?
Yeah, I think
6?
5.
5. Let's say 5. All right.
I mean,
5.
Hey, people try for the coaches in there. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah. Okay. So you lost 5 and also defensive coordinator, right? So you believe, and actually you missed the first wave of free agency. The draft class and the positions that you guys need isn't the strongest class. So you mean to tell me, as a Philadelphia Eagles fan, that none of you guys are concerned about the next year the Eagles stand where you guys currently stand?
Well, wait, are you talking about offense or defense or like?
I'm talking about the team as a whole.
Right.
Yeah, team as a whole.
Well, the team as a whole, OC, no, hell no. I'm not worried about that because you know what?
Yeah.
Our quarterback coach is closer to Jalen Hurts than
But you lost your coordinator though too, didn't you? Lost your coordinator. You lost your coordinator as well, didn't you?
Yeah, offensive coordinator. But our quarterback coach elevated to offensive coordinator, and he was the one and Jalen Hurts' ears, throughout the week. You know what I mean? Our OC, he can't put the plan, put the game plan together.
But your OC Steichen, that's
change.
That's the mastermind who came from the Chargers, who's worked with Justin Herbert and transformed Jalen Hurts, and also was from his time in the Colts, going back to the Colts as of right now. So you don't think that's concerned losing your OC, your DC, 5 defensive players?
Well, the OC first, no.
Okay.
No, there's no concern in my mind because Nick Sirianni is out of it, right? So Nick Sirianni said, "Hey, look, I'm okay with just being the coach, so I'm gonna let him do his thing." But the thing that y'all missing is this: Brian Johnson is close with Jalen Hurts. That they talk all the time. They go together, they go over the game plan day in and day out. So that's how close he is with Jalen Hurts. So that's why we always saying just elevate the quarterback coach to OC, and we will be good. The offense might have, might have a little wrinkle in there because Shane Steichen. I'm pretty sure we're not going to see the exact same offense, but as a whole, I'm not concerned at all. Just like y'all not going to be concerned about Kellen Moore, and Mike McCarthy taking over. Because all I've been reading from y'all is, thank God Kellen Moore is gone. But before Kellen Moore took over, he made Dak Prescott. He made him start airing it out. He made Dak earn that contract that he currently has. But nobody is saying anything about that. But they weren't about to.
Has Brian Johnson been a player caller before?
College.
He hasn't been a play call in the NFL before.
Nah. He's been successful though in college, but not in the NFL. But he had time. He had time to to work under the past couple years. As a matter of fact, longer than that under Shane Steichen, Nick Sirianni. So I think our offense is good. As far as the defensive side, my only thing is I have to wait and see what the side is going to do. Like, what kind of scheme is he going to run? Is he going to have the right players? Is Howie Roseman going to draft the guys he wants? Look, free agency is not over yet. Hey, Bobby Wagner is still out there.
Y'all in sweepstakes too? Okay.
Look, on your face, because y'all know if the Philadelphia Eagles get Bobby Wagner and then go into the draft, knock it out in the safety position. Guess what? We're back. Like, we are still one of the top defense in the NFL. We kept our slot corner, Maddox, Bradbury, Slay, you know what I mean? And Blankenship, don't sleep on Blankenship in our defensive front. We added a couple more pieces. Cox came back, was huge. I told myself we cannot afford to lose Hargrave and Cox. If one of them leaves, somebody has to stay, to at least for depth, but still to keep that continuity together. BG coming back was huge. I mean, we are in good place, man. But outside looking in, oh my God, Eagles lost all these guys, but the replacement was in place. With Hargrave, Jordan Davis, he got to get on the field. First round pick, big body. Even y'all wanted Jordan Davis. Y'all was talking smack. Y'all was scared when the Eagles drafted Jordan Davis. Now is his time to shine. And Milton Williams, this is going to be his third year. This dude is a baller. We got to see what these young guys are.
So you're relying on a lot of young, unproven guys, right?
What you mean unproven? I mean, this is second, third year.
That's what I'm saying. They're unproven. They're unproven at this point, right?
Hey, Milton Williams had,
that's what I'm saying.
4 sacks
That's
last
a bad argument.
Like,
how is it a bad argument? He said Jordan Davis. He said Milton Williams.
Yep.
N'Kobe Dean. Like, they haven't got many reps, so they're unproven at this point, right?
So how do you get proven?
Well,
so you're relying on these guys to take a leap going into the season, right?
They're unproven. You drafted them for, bro.
You drafted him 3 years ago. Milton Williams was drafted 3 years ago.
Yeah,
okay.
This is
Okay, yeah. So I'm saying,
who's above him?
So I'm saying you're relying on unproven guys to step in and fill the void for your defense. For
let's just say yes, we are. Right? Look, I'm proving to you, but we've seen them on the field because you don't watch Eagles game. So because you don't see them play, that means they are, unproven to you. But we watched the Eagles game. I'm telling you right now, Milton Williams is a double-digit sack guy. Even Brandon Graham, his rookie year, said he could play edge because that's how physical he is. He might be a little small, but I'm telling you, this dude is a country strong mother effer. So, look, with all that being said, yes, we are relying on our backups. Yeah. That was,
younger guys to come in and step in and fill the void.
In rotation.
And you also relying on a new system. Y'all was used to the Jonathan Gannon system. The coach that y'all really wanted to be gone. Now y'all got to have the side coming in. Y'all don't know his philosophy. He may be the type of guy just like Gannon. Have these guys sit back, in coverage instead of blitzing. So, I mean, do you think he's that type of aggressive guy? I haven't really watched too many Bear games. I don't know how. I know they had a pretty good defense, of course. He was coaching Robert Quinn when he had 18 sacks. So he may be aggressive. Do you know? I don't know really much about the guy.
Look, just based off what I read and seen on tape and stuff like that, he was solid with the Bears without the talent that the Philadelphia Eagles have right now. So, I mean, just like Jonathan Gannon was solid last year, but we're always screaming, what are you doing? What kind of system are you running until he got Hassan Reddick, Bradbury, and then you saw a completely different team. Yeah. But technically, you added 4 players on a 11-man defense that was already there. Only 4 players got added on, and bam, the Philadelphia Eagles was one of the top, the number 1 defense, at one point in the season. So I feel like we just need to wait and see how the draft goes, how free agency goes. Yeah. So if we want to talk to up to this point, the grades that's fine. But I cannot predict, like August and July. No, he can't, because there's too many talented players still left out there, and Howie Roseman will find a way to get it done. He tasted before. He knows what the expectation is. So he knows that for a fact. He even told Kelsey when Kelsey signed on dot line, yo, Vegas, baby, Vegas.
I like
so
that
tell me, it's not a GM that's not thinking long term. He's going all in, but he's trying to be strategic about it.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm saying? To circle this thing, back to the good side, the Cowboys, y'all signed.
Let's talk about the Cowboys.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all signed for cute, but as far as what I've been seeing, I have to say this. I had to literally wake up this morning and make sure that I wasn't just dreaming of the stuff that's been going on, because we're not used to this type of stuff, man. Like, we be real hard on our front office. We basically, we are spoiled right now. We're trying to get back what was owed to us last Christmas. You know what I'm saying? This Christmas, we got all our presents and we want more. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't enough. We didn't get, that big, video, we didn't get the PS5. They just gave us the damn video games and the remote control. You know what I'm saying? So here he is. We re-signing, key points of our guys, filling in those holes. You know what I'm saying? We're making trades, smart trades at that. We're not throwing away, first round picks, getting fleeced. Like, we acquired Stephon Gilmore. I wanted D-Hop. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted D-Hop. I wanted, because I've always been a big fan of him. He got them hands, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's been a season when he didn't even drop a pass. That's that type of stuff I want on my team. But, we got Brandon Cooks, and we even finessed his deal. Like, we only paying, how much? What, $6 million? $6 million now?
We restructured yesterday or last night.
You know what I'm saying? And I just like the moves that they're making. It seems like they're actually like, hey, I don't know if Jerry and Stephen Jones in the office, or Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn locked them off and shipped them, down somewhere in the yard. I don't know what's going on, but they are making moves that I haven't seen in a long time. Jtuck, how you feeling, man? What's on your mind?
I mean, next question. Before, then you could go into it. So that means, all right. So I'm going to.
I know where you're going.
What is the difference between this year? So far, I mean, there's more moves to come, but so far this offseason than 2 years ago, when y'all was breaking records on offense. Top, Dak is. Cowboys record, CD Lamb 1,000 yards, and then Diggs, Micah Parsons. Y'all had the whole offense set, the defense. I mean, NFL records. So what's the difference between a couple years ago than this upcoming season?
Because I feel like our team is going to be more balanced. And I think what happens, and not just Eagles fans, but just all NFL fans across the board, they let the numbers fool them. So from your perspective, you see these godly numbers, like the Cowboys got this top explosive offense, right? But what we was trying to explain, just from a scheme perspective, it didn't really click right. So think about it. What happened when we played y'all in that year? We put up damn near 90 points total. You know what I'm saying? So that's a huge boost from our offensive performance. So you look at the stat sheet where we rank in scoring, it's like, oh yeah, the Cowboys got the highest scoring offense, but they don't understand that was versus Philly in 2 games. You had Atlanta, and I forgot another game that was kind of a blowout game, but in the real games, when you go to Washington, I think it's like Washington or something like that. So it's like, but then when you play versus the Raiders or Kansas City or teams like Buffalo, like the better teams, hell, the Broncos, right? The offense didn't look like it should. So I think that's the difference. When it comes to Mike McCarthy, what we're thinking is, we hope, knock on wood, that just from philosophy standpoint, we should be more efficient. You might not see the godly numbers, but you might not see the same mistakes that we saw last year. Because I see people in the chat talking about Dak's interceptions. There was a lot of times where Dak's interceptions was on the offensive coordinator. Go to the San Francisco game, right? It was 2nd and 1. Well, why are we going 5 wide in the red zone? Like, stuff like that just didn't make sense. So I feel like from Cowboys perspective, going to Mike McCarthy's West Coast, simplifying the offense, it's just going to help our offense be more efficient, but you might not see the godly numbers. So that's the main difference from 2021 to this offseason.
So wait, do you think is a whole different offense? Because Y'all wasn't running a West Coast offense. So won't that take time to, to come together? Or, you expect to take off from the jump?
Nah, I think it's not going to be a huge shift in philosophies, right? So what I did last year, I made a whole video about the Kellen Moore scheme. A lot of people, because you guys know football, the West Coast, but there was never a scheme when it came to the Cowboys offense. You can't tell us what our offense was, and we watch every game, and I couldn't tell you, right? So that's where I kind of came up with the whole no identity offense that Kellen Moore brought from Boise. So that's why you would see one game the Cowboys is like a running team. Next game, look at passing team. Next game, we're going power foot. Like it was all over the place. You saw it in spurts. And so what the no identity offense really was is doing a lot of things good, but never that one thing great. And I feel like right now, what Mike McCarthy is going to do is going to simplify things where it's like, know what? This is going to be our identity. This is going to be our game plan. This is what we're going to come out and execute versus just calling some Madden plays and just kind of hoping they work from week to week. So that's going to be the main difference. So I don't think it's going to be a huge learning curve because honestly, I feel like Mike McCarthy's offense is going to be simplified from a scheme perspective than what we saw last few years under Kellen Moore.
But see, that's even worse though. Like, in my opinion, because as offensive coordinator, you have to look at the defense and say, hey, what do they do well? And then you try to, counter that. So Kellen Moore, to me, he was unpredictable.
Well, let me ask you this: what did we do well? What did we do well? From just like Eagles fans, you watching the Cowboys?
Y'all threw the ball very well. Honest truth, and from behind though. You know what I mean? So you saw that Christmas Eve. It wasn't no behind on Christmas Eve. Come on, man. Come on. So you won twice, 10 points. Come on, man. What are you talking about?
Dak like to start. He got Bruce Banner syndrome, man. Once Dak gets down, you know what I'm saying? That's when he really wakes up. Yep. But so you say, King DV, you think we was a passing team last year? Like, what's the thing you think the Cowboys did best last year?
See, last year I think y'all was more of run. And y'all balanced out Pollard and Zeke pretty well. That's one thing that I said to him. Say that again.
Yeah, and so that what it was during the Cooper Rush phase, right? Because that's right. We got really basic. We leaned on the run game with Cooper Rush, and we had Tony Pollard and Zeke going crazy. Dak comes back, and then it kind of just went all over the place. So when I say from a simplified perspective, and I see in the chat, right, you're not going to see these stop routes. Our offense is very predictable. Like there was points, and I even dropped a video on it showing where Dak was going to throw the ball and when he was going to throw it. Now, this is just little ass me in Kansas City picking up on this. Could imagine what defensive coordinators. So every time it was third and down and we were backed up in our own territory, more than likely they was going to run a route to the stick. So it makes it predictable to jump those routes. When it comes to the West Coast offense, you're going to get a lot of routes where people are moving in motion and, saying like mesh concepts, crossers, and different things like that to make that be more unpredictable. But also from the scheme perspective with our wide receivers, it's just going to be simplified. You're not going to have these option routes where I got to beat my man, my corner, but also read the defense. And maybe I should curl, but maybe I should bend it. I don't know a little bit. So I'm just going to do a little bit of this. Like they're going to simplify in that capacity. So I don't think that's going to really be a huge learning curve for any of our offensive players, to be honest with you. I hope not. So,
yeah. And my thing about the whole Mike McCarthy calling plays, I'm trying to understand. Didn't Mike McCarthy win a Super Bowl calling plays for Green Bay Packers? I mean, I just want to know. That's a serious question.
Hey, yo, Cole.
The dude got hired just based on I have learned from watching other young coaches from analytics. How the hell are you going to bring that up?
He fronting it. He lied to kick it, man. We all lie in job interviews, man. You know what I'm saying? We all like, hey, you know how to do Excel? Yeah. I got Excel on my resume, man.
Basically. He don't lie and said, I've learned from analytics.
Cole, man, you had this argument, bro.
Yeah, we did.
You had this argument, bro.
Which West Coast is it? Is it way back when Aaron Rodgers, his first few years? Or which West Coast is it?
Nah, it morphs. Because like Kansas City, right? They run the West Coast offense under Andy Reid that he brought from Philadelphia. Then you have Eric Bieniemy. He came in and just remixed and kind of updated a little bit. So I think that's the same thing that's going to happen with Mike McCarthy. You bring in Schottenheimer. He's going to have his same principles, but he's going to have some like new flavor, new wrinkles to it. And he's going to carry some of the stuff, some of the terminology over from Kellen Moore as well. But there's one thing, right? So Mike McCarthy said, and this is why I kind of caught on with the whole rift between Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore. He said when he was in Green Bay and also when he's in San Francisco that he had a specific play sheet just to get his playmakers involved. So he had a whole play sheet just for Jerry Rice, right? Kellen Moore never had that. So for like CeeDee Lamb, he's going to have a whole sheet. Like, know what? We can get CeeDee Lamb involved. We going to go here. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things that we're looking for from Cowboys perspective to be excited about, because we never got to see that, under Kellen Moore. Like the San Francisco game, not this past season, but the season prior, we were all sitting back like, bro, why are you going to toss Amari Cooper the ball 2 times in the playoff game? Like, give him the ball, but that was the reason why Kellen Moore's offense was focused on matchups versus I just got my player. He's better than your player. You guys had AJ Brown. No matter what, I'm going to AJ Brown. I don't give a damn what the coverage is, right? We just never got that under Kellen Moore. So I think that's going to change under Mike McCarthy.
Okay.
We hope. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, you hoping it's going to change. But look, I don't know, man. Like, Mike McCarthy, to me, he's not the same, man. The fire is not there. What I saw in Green Bay, I'm telling you, I watched a lot of Green Bay games, and I guess he trusted the quarterback more, Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre. So I don't know how much trust he's going to have.
So here's what happened with Mike McCarthy, right? He logic kicked in his interview. He got the job. Jerry and Stephen Jones said, you know what? You can pick your entire staff from top to bottom. I don't care what you do. But this guy right here, he is going to stay and he is going to call plays. Now, we all know Mike McCarthy's a quarterback coach and he's a play caller, right? So he was cut from the knees when it comes to his offense. A lot of this stuff we saw was just Kellen Moore because his manager was saying that's the guy in charge of. So there's some cases where Mike McCarthy kind of sit back and like, this is your man. All right, let it happen. Now it cost us, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's going to be a difference. But Mike McCarthy's had almost 2 years away from play calling. I think he's going to have that fire to kind of earn his, you know what I'm saying, his seat back. And I feel like he is.
So are you okay with Dak Prescott playing like Jalen Hurts, but not as much running, but less passing and just handing the ball off?
I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, you want to be smart, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like you need for any quarterback besides maybe Pat Mahomes. And they don't even, like here in Kansas City, they don't want Pat Mahomes throwing 40 times. Now, if they need to take the top off, they can take the top off. And so, people have this whole idea when it comes to like Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott and other quarterbacks that being a game manager is like it's huge knock, like to downplay. Like, hell no, bro. Like, if you imagine a game and you just taking quick passes to Devontae Smith and AJ Brown and they just cutting up, they just do that. Like, why overcomplicate things? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when it comes to Dak Prescott, they wanted him to be too much. They had too much. He was doing too much at the line of scrimmage, too much overthinking. Your wide receiver core wasn't fully built up because you had Noah Brown and Dennis Houston and me out there. Like, it's just too much to put on a wide receiver's shoulders. So, like, simplify it. You know what? Just toss a quick screen to Tony Pollard, get him out in space. And when we had Cooper Rush out there, that's what it was. Cooper Rush wasn't slanging the ball all over the place or making 1,000 audibles at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to hand it to Zeke. I'm going to hand it to Pollard. And if that don't work, I'm going to get the CD. And my job is done. So yeah, that'd be perfectly fine for Dak Prescott. But of course, what are the media gonna say? Dink and Dak. He ain't, but it always comes with the territory.
Man, you said a lot there, man. I agree. I do agree though. I think that Dak needed to have that more simplified for him offense because of the mistakes he was doing. I'm not going to say all of interceptions were mistakes on him, but he needs to get back to the type of football that he was when he first got here. When he first got in the league, and that's what I think that's where it's going to go to. But I don't know. I'm be honest. I don't know how simple Mike McCarthy can make it at this point. He did have Aaron Rodgers back then. And, me and Cole had this argument on Twitter. I said, well, Aaron Rodgers basically was calling like audibles. He was doing certain things. He wasn't just going with the playbook of Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy did call the plays, but, now it's just like a whole different type of like generation, whereas though that the game is a lot quicker. Everything happens, and they gotta have that trust. I don't know how, more than me about how the Cowboys and Kellen Moore and Dak Prescott's relationship, you know how they clicked. We don't really, from the outside looking in, we don't really know how them two clicked.
Yeah, that's a huge question mark. Because like you guys were saying with Johnson and Hurts, like there's that connection, right? It was Kellen Moore and Dak Prescott that had that connection. Every time you saw maybe an interception or a touchdown, who do you see talking to Dak Prescott? It was Kellen Moore. And now me, from the Cowboys fan, I'm just like, nah, head coach, quarterback guru, Brett Favre, Joe Montana, Aaron Rodgers. I want to see you talking to the quarterback, not Kellen Moore. So that's the one thing we really got to keep the eye on is the relationship. So, you know, it might waver a little bit, but I don't think it is. I don't think Dak's that type of quarterback that's going to have that sense of pride where it's going to be like, I'm going to buck the system. Because if he is, he should have been bucking it the last 2 to 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So don't start bucking now on me, fam, because we're going to have some problems. But it's like now, you know what I'm saying? I just want to see what that relationship looks like. A quick thing, I got a super chat from my guy, Nick, if y'all mind if I read it. My guy, Nick, appreciate you, man. What's good, Tuck? Keep up the dope content. Ask these boys if they think Diggs and Gilmore or Slay and Bradbury are the better going into the next year. Good
That's
question.
what I was waiting on. I was waiting for that question. No, they're not better than them, man. They're not better than Slay and Bradbury. They're not. They're not. Going off of the stats of last year, they're not. They're not. I'm sorry.
They've been getting cooked though, man.
Who?
Slay and Bradbury. They've been getting cooked.
Bro. No. Like,
tell me you don't watch football. Right? Tell me that you don't watch Eagles football. You're talking about Slay.
I mean, they probably were locking down like those lower tier teams.
But are you serious? They were in the top 2 shutdown corners in the league last year. So stop. Maybe one game against the Bears. Look, as a matter of fact, Slay got cooked against the Bears. He gave a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, 3rd and 30. Who's that 3rd and 30 on?
Slay was on that route.
Wait, hold, stop. That 3rd and 30 was a miscommunication.
Okay, with who?
But you know,
secondary.
But we can't excuse.
We had Blankenship back there, the rookie that came in. Blankenship was responsible for that guy. It wasn't Bradbury. So I'm sorry, it wasn't Bradbury or Slay. It was Blankenship. I'm telling you, when they all talked about it, they said it was a miscommunication because that rookie ain't no DB. Tuck, 3rd and 30. You playing man on 3rd and 30, ain't no DB is going to hold the wide receiver all the way for 30 yards.
Right.
I mean, hey, you let him go. It's 30 yards. You trust the people behind you. So how you going to blame that on one guy? It's a miscommunication. He was young. He's a rookie.
I mean, but Slay did hold him. He was in that picture.
Oh, I think he realized the ball.
Hold on. But did I get any miscommunication sympathy when y'all was always bombing on Trayvon Diggs?
That's what I'm about to say, man.
If you in the photo, you in the photo.
The only time we bomb on him is on that double move stuff when he actually jumped and then boom, it gone.
But at the end of the day, he had 11 INTs.
That's the only time that.
That's why we talk trash, because you keep bringing that up.
That brings up 5 INTs.
That ain't something you should bring up, though. That ain't something you want to bring up. Those 11 interceptions.
I mean, yeah, you want to bring it up at the same time. It's like, yo, like when it matters, just like y'all just said. Yes, we got the stats to prove that, you know, from last year that we are the better cornerback duo. But at the same time, what do you do in like pivotal moments? And that's where I'm getting at. Like, you know, Diggs didn't really do too much in pivotal moments.
Yeah, he did, bro. You remember what he did last year versus wasn't passing the season before, right?
Yeah,
interception year versus New England. I mean, I mean, he was locking up over there. Like, I don't remember watching a game like Diggs cost us. Like, Diggs ain't.
No, I'm not saying he cost us. No.
Yeah, I mean,
nobody threw.
I'm not talking about costing y'all.
Yeah, I'm saying like they stopped throwing his way. There was a reason for that. You know what I'm saying? So they started trying.
So what happens? So what happens when guys stop throwing Slay away?
It was hitting Bradbury's. Hey, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and Bradbury was a better cornerback because you know they was touching him. And then what happened?
I'm not even going to cap on that one. Your Bradbury this past season was better than Slay.
Yeah,
the numbers prove it. Everything prove it.
So your number one corner, y'all feel is Slay. I mean Bradbury over Slay.
What? Just
what 1A, 1B?
Because I think, look, I'm going to tell you this: it's 1A, 1B, right? But if you want me to choose, just based on age, on you know what I mean, I'm gonna pick Bradbury. I'm sorry. I'm gonna pick Bradbury. He's the more physical corner. He has been on the number one wide receiver more than Slay. I mean, it sounds funny now, but I'm telling you. So Bradbury only had to be in a system that he liked. Remember, with Carolina Panthers, that's why the Giants threw the bag at him. This dude was a Pro Bowl corner. I mean, he was that dude. And then he went to the Giants and everything fell apart. Everything, you know what I mean? So, and then he came back to the Eagles and then all of a sudden all pro. So I'm telling you, he's a physical corner. He's not, like Slay is more finesse. Like Slay is more like, okay.
The technician, right?
I'm going back up on,
He's more the technician.
Yeah. But so to me, Bradbury is more physical. He's not afraid to get his own. But the way the game is called now, it's kind of tough. You know what I mean? You might as well have Slay right now because the way the game is called now, the minute you speak with somebody is a flag. So, but I still rather have Bradbury. If you want me to choose Bradbury Slay because of the age difference, I'm going to go with Bradbury.
And Bradbury was actually guarding the bigger, stronger receivers at the time, which was the number one receivers. Slay, I'm questioned because we do play the Miami Dolphins this season, and Tyreek Hill, man, and I know he cooked everybody, but man, we gotta try to contain him, man. He going
man, that was a damn pothole. Stop it, King.
Wait.
He tripped against his heel.
So y'all struggle with speed, huh?
The ball was underthrown. I saw that over and over. The ball was underthrown, and Slade tripped him back up, freaking Tyreek Hill, and then that's how he ended up, pulling up. So don't tell me that y'all didn't see that.
Okay.
Oh, come on,
gonna see, man.
I don't know. I don't know if I can rock with y'all on this idea that Bradbury's better than Slay. I just
really.
Nah, I'm taking Slay. I'm taking Slay, bro. Because when I saw y'all Eagles fans acting up, I was trying to recruit Slay. You know what I'm saying? Before we got Gilbert, because I like Slay. I feel like he's more.
For 3 years.
Well, I'm a Slay fan, so I'm a ride.
We've seen Slay for 3 years. I mean, I understand, but last year you cannot tell me just watching the eye test.
Well, I mean, like I said, I didn't catch every game, but I know from the games that I saw, we were attacking Bradbury. Got another super chat, man. Salute to my guy, One-Handed Bandit says, hell no, Bradbury is not better than Slade. Bradbury gets destroyed by CD every year. Yeah, I mean, CD got ownership when it comes to Bradbury, bro. Like,
when did he destroy? Wait a minute, with the Giants? I don't want to hear nothing about the Giants.
But we did it on y'all team too.
Against Bradbury? Are you sure? Did you watch the game?
When y'all was in Dallas.
CD in the slot.
In Dallas. We still got Bradbury. I wish I had to do it.
You want to see it? I'll
see it. He was in the slot.
He didn't play the slot the entire game.
Maddox got hurt.
He didn't play the
slot the entire game, bro.
Oh, God.
CD didn't play the slot the entire game.
All right.
It's okay to take L.
CD took the first half. The second half, go check CD stats. Hey, I'm telling you right now, I promise you.
Yeah.
Go check CD stats the second half. The first half, this dude cooked in the spot. But the second half, he went outside, he got shut down.
Dak was in surgery mode, so everybody was getting
all that trash talk about Dak, bro. He had to come alive.
Well, Dak did that first stupid interception and said, all right, now I'm pissed off, bro. Let me see here.
Hey, bro, that was a good week, man. I enjoyed that week.
I'm just going off of last year with Bradbury and Slade because I watched all the games. And just based off last year only, I think you would find it split or maybe slightly leaning towards Bradbury because of his age and the stats that he put up this year. I'm sorry.
But if we was to choose, our secondary against y'all, I got the Dallas Cowboys off.
Of course you got them, man.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't even see.
Well, he said secondary though. He said secondary.
I'm not talking about
of course, because we're incomplete right now. Of course it's going to. I don't make no sense. They got no damn safety.
Y'all might as well y'all might as well get Jalen Mills, man.
Hell no.
Y'all bringing a green goblet back?
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Hey, you know what?
No, he get shot. He get messed up on double moves too. We don't need him.
Yeah, get him.
Yeah.
Nah, right now our secondary is not complete, but we do have
still got some
the three main guys: Bradbury, Maddox, and Slay. I put those three guys against anybody in the league, and I guarantee you that they will be at least top 3 in the whole league. I'm not talking about the NFC. I'm talking about the whole NFL. Bradbury, Slay, and Maddox against any 3 DBs. I'm putting up. Look, I promise you that.
And you're doing that over Stephon Gilmore.
Oh, continue. Don't stop there. I said 3 guys. You said 1. Continue.
Oh, well, I mean, you don't want to do the 3 because I can do Stephon Gilmore, Trayvon Diggs, and DeRon Bland. How many interceptions did DeRon Bland have last year?
Somebody ain't,
That's even unfair. I was keeping Bland out of it.
But see, we want to go on. So are we going off last year?
And then you want to toss in. I can toss in Malik Hooker. I can toss in J-Ron Kurz. I can toss in Donovan Wilson. Like it can get secondary.
No. I'm talking about secondary. I said
I was just doing duo.
We're not complete yet. So, but we kept the 3 main guys. That's all I said. We kept the 3 main guys: Bradbury, Slay, and Maddox, and then we could build off of that. You know, hey, we could just plug in a couple linebackers and safety. But I mean, the whole secondary, I can't speak for it yet.
Have y'all looked at the safety class this draft?
I have. I mean, look, it's. I like the safety class better last year, but I'm going to tell you this though: up front, that's where you win the game. Is in the trenches. You know, even when we messed up, Eagles versus Cowboys, we wasn't even worried about the secondary. We was worried about the trenches. You get pressure on the quarterback. I don't care who you are, Joe Montana, Dak Prescott, Brian Leaf, whatever his name is. It doesn't matter. They're gonna, they're gonna start seeing ghosts. They're just gonna start being out of character. Yeah. So to me, it's in the trenches. Last year, 70-something sacks. It was our defense up front that got to the quarterback. If you was holding the ball, you were on your back. And it was easy for our secondary to jump some routes. You saw Slay, Bradbury, even Chauncey Gardner. They jumped some routes just because our defensive front was getting at the quarterback. So if we built in the trenches, you probably could put a mediocre safety back there. Chauncey Gardner, he never played safety. All of a sudden, he won top safety money. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. He won top safety money because of what? It wasn't him solely. It was a defensive front.
Like Michael Parsons says, it's the defense.
Yep, it's the system.
Nah, he said that part. Stop. I'm not gonna let you slip that in there. Nah. He said that for Jalen Hurts. But I'm telling you, it starts in the trenches, man.
It does. I agree.
That y'all will be look with Fowler. He coming back with Parson, with Law. Look, y'all front is solid, but the thing is this: do y'all have the depth, the rotation to keep the same intensity first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter? We did, and that's what made us so successful. So now y'all have the same intensity, the same depth.
Yeah, we have more depth than we have last year, and we got a whole nother draft class coming up here. That's gonna get spooky, bro. Like that's the fun, bro. You know what I'm saying? A whole nother draft class coming in to load the clip, and we already covered our bases in free agency. This is different.
Hashtag no excuses. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna use the same one y'all use. I'm using the same one y'all use.
What? Wait, what y'all gonna use?
Same one y'all use. What y'all do? Y'all blame your coordinator? What? Let's see.
Oh, that's the only person.
Dannon gotta go.
Even our players, Chauncey Gardner came out and said, "Hey, you should put us in that position." Watching that Super Bowl, I did not recognize that defense.
So, but when we say
game, I was at 4 Eagles game, including the playoffs.
But when we say that about our offensive coordinator, y'all said that's excuses, right?
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean?
When we kind of blame our offensive coordinator for the issues going on in Dallas,
interceptions. That's not your offensive coordinator throwing it; it's your quarterback.
Nah.
Half those
So,
picks wasn't even Dak's fault. And y'all know
right.
it.
So if I throw you or you throw me the ball, it bounces off my chest and then DV intercepts it. Whose fault is that?
Bro, we both know we're not talking about the regular season.
So I'm just saying.
Right now, y'all want to switch the
I get
playoff
you.
game.
I get what you're saying, which is true.
Right.
Which is true.
Okay.
But I still made it to the playoffs. And what happened? All y'all was like,
We won a playoff game. What did Dak? He didn't. He did not come up small. He came up small in the second game. What did he do in the first game versus Tom Brady on the road?
He won that
They
game.
had
Though.
to lose that game.
But what did he do? But what did he do that game?
He tore him up. He ate him up.
He won that game.
So
he don't get no credit for that game. We just skipped that one.
This is the game they had us being one and done.
Are we about one game and that's
no,
it?
I'm just saying when you say he didn't do anything in the playoffs, you gotta tell story about first game, right?
My bad.
Yeah. There you go.
He whooped Tom Brady candy ass, but he ain't. But the second game though, y'all know what happened. So was that the offensive coordinator? Was that the receiver? Was that the quarterback? I mean, it's all blame to go around.
I would say the offensive coordinator and the
quarterback can't throw the ball.
Yeah, it's a little bit of mixture of everything.
Yeah, but hey, like you said, we ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah, you know that. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna focus on the future. Let's talk about this.
We're not yelling, Joe. We're not yelling. We cool. Man.
That's how I talk, man. You know what I mean?
Joe always say that.
Yeah, he ain't even brought him the Batman mask this time, man. You know?
I ain't sitting on nothing.
That's for Batman for me, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, how did the Eagles choke? Like people just be saying anything. How did the Eagles choke in the Super Bowl and we only lost by 3?
Nah, we did.
Y'all kind of did.
You blew up a 10-point
That was
lead.
up by 10 points.
We didn't choke.
No, look, we gave up 2 10-point. Like to me, that's unacceptable. And both times, I was like, it's not over. I know Andy Reid. I love the dude still today. I mean, I had mixed feelings when we lost the Super Bowl because I love Andy Reid. He did a lot of stuff with Philadelphia with less talent, but because we was that dominant in early 2000 with less offensive talent. So, but we did choke 2, not 1, but 2 10-point lead, and I gotta blame that on Jonathan Gannon. And now you blame it on Jonathan Gannon. Even the players was blaming it on Jonathan Gannon because he did not put him in position to at all.
The fact when your boss Howie Roseman actually tell you like, nah, bro, you got an interview in Arizona, like stay here, we about to catch this flight. You already know. Like you already know.
Arizona.
Everybody knew. You're like, man, it was over.
They shifted stuff to Arizona. He didn't even have to go back to Philly.
Yeah, I think you got to put that as a little choke job. That's Super Bowl choke job for him. You know, because you mentioned historical defense got 0 sacks because they was at the parade all around here, had shirts with zeros on. What does the zeros mean?
That was the look. Hold up. The Eagles was built off their front, their defensive front. If you on ice, how the hell you gonna get to the quarterback?
Both teams played the same team.
Had 4 or 5 sacks.
Nobody even brought up the field, Cole. Nobody brought up the field.
Ice.
Cole.
What are you talking about, bro?
Ice.
Bro, hold on. No, bro. Because Pat Mahomes is over there screaming in pain on one leg. I don't hear nothing about no ice.
Did he get surgery after the season?
I don't know, but he was hopping.
I don't want to. No, he did not.
It was an ankle sprain. That parade healed him, man. He got that.
We all know. Hey, you play football, right?
Yeah.
We all know there's different types of ankle sprain. You know what I mean?
Right. He didn't need surgery for ankle sprain.
Grades of ankle sprain. This dude probably had maybe one of the lowest one. He came back the same game. How many times
he was hopping on
with the ankle sprain, with the high ankle sprain, come back the same game?
No, but he had it weeks prior, bro. He was playing like the game that he came back in. What game was that? He actually got hurt.
The Bengals.
Yeah, versus Bengals. Like
he came back the same game.
He was on one leg. He was jumping on one leg.
All staying on one leg. I mean, we all had. I twisted my ankle plenty of times. I still was able to play, but limp at the same time. But guess what? It wasn't like, hanging by a thread, all the same.
So he didn't need any surgery. I'm just asking why couldn't y'all get to a quarterback on one leg? Was it the ice?
Because Come on.
The ice in Arizona.
I hate using excuses, man. I hate using excuses. But the Philadelphia Eagles defense all year long was their front was getting to the I said it from the jump.
And they did.
We rely on our front getting to the quarterback. And that's why we're so aggressive in the back end.
And it didn't happen, right?
It didn't happen because we were slipping and sliding everywhere.
No, I can't agree with you on that, GC, because bro. Both teams are playing on the field, man. We can't talk about slipping.
Okay,
bro.
how many
sacks
the Chiefs get? Because
it don't even matter about that.
Is relevant. If the Chiefs was getting 4 or 5 sacks and the Eagles got 0.
See, you flipped it. I'm talking about what we couldn't do.
We was playing on skates on the defense.
What we couldn't do. We couldn't do. That offense did what they needed to do. I mean, that offensive line, I'm sorry, to hold us. Yep. You know, regardless if it was just sitting on us like the dude did Reddick or anything like that, they did what they needed to do to make sure that we didn't. No, I'm saying their old lineman, I forgot his name, but he
Orlando Brown.
Yeah, he sat on Reddick, so he couldn't get back up. You know, he did little things. They did little things.
How did Reddick get down there? He slipped. Did you watch the game?
I did watch the game, bro.
And you should know Reddick slipped, and then he jumped his fat ass on him.
So basically, we lost in the trenches because it was slippery.
We could not get
black
to
ice.
the
Black ice got it.
Black ice.
Okay, bro.
Yo, we was on black ice. Now, look, all right. This is
black ice in Arizona, man. The ice in Arizona.
Look, wait.
Indoor.
Come on, stop it. The field was bad. The field was bad. We all seen that. At the time, I'm not using that excuse because guess what?
Y'all play outdoors. Y'all outdoor team.
The same field, right? We both
y'all outdoor team, man. Y'all should be used to those kind of conditions.
Yeah, that is true.
We can't use the paint, bro. Hey, we're sitting on paint. But this ain't no windstorm, you know what I mean?
I feel you, man.
When y'all played Jacksonville in the rain.
Y'all
played Jacksonville in the rain. Y'all didn't have
all right. With all said and done, we lost because we wasn't aggressive enough on defense, and the Kansas City Chiefs was.
Yeah. Hey, but we can pivot off there. I know that's painful for y'all to reminisce. Let's talk about this draft, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? The draft, like, what y'all eye on? Me, I'm not even gonna front. I ain't no big draft guy. Half these folks in college, you know what I'm saying? I know few, but who y'all got y'all eye on? JC, I hear a lot of Bijan Robinson news. He came to Philadelphia last.
Yeah, let's talk about that because y'all Eagles fans starting to listen to your boy Jtuck, man.
No.
Yeah.
He got the draft.
I don't know. Look, the only reason why this whole thing blew up was because he signed with Jalen Hurts' agent. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, Bijan the Philly is correct. All because he signed and
y'all were having he's having like a pre-draft interview today.
Yes, he did, and that's the reason why he took the picture of the him landing in Philadelphia, all that good stuff. That's the only reason why it's picked up so much steam.
And who told you about that pick first? That idea first?
Look.
Come on, JC. Keep it real. Who brought the idea? Yeah, okay.
Look, you did. But look, I'm gonna say what I keep on saying. I don't know why Eagle fans expect Harry Roseman to deviate.
Eagles fans, I'll look out for y'all, man. I'll look out for y'all.
The Eagles are not drafting a running back in round 1. They have never.
Explain to me why not? Why not? Why wouldn't you go with Bijan Robinson?
He's their best player available.
Wait, is it me or Howie Roseman? Which one?
I'm gonna get your thoughts on it first, and then we'll switch over to DV.
Oh, if it's me, look, I'm all about the running back. You know what I mean? Bo Jackson fan over here. Deion Sanders. I'm all about the running back, man. I believe a strong running game will take the pressure off your quarterback. And guess what? Your defense gets to rest. We saw it last year, but the Philadelphia Eagles, as long as I've been alive, has been a running back by committee. They always had 2-3 headed monster from Westbrook, Buckhalter. I mean, they've always been that type of, that team. So me personally, I would draft him just because one, I watch him play a little bit, not a lot, because I'm a Penn State fan. I'm a Big Ten fan. So my boy CJ should be number 1, but that's a whole different conversation. But yeah, so I'm a big fan of the running game. Yeah. But Howie Roseman, I'm tired of making fake mock draft. Last year, I exhausted. Oh, the Kobe Dean round 1. What's the other dude? A linebacker that we all wanted.
Crap.
Shoot,
when they got hurt.
What are you talking about?
Man, big linebacker from UCLA. I think he was.
UCLA.
Floyd. Brandon Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
Or Brandon Lloyd.
Devin Lloyd.
Is it Devin Lloyd?
Yeah, Lloyd. Yeah, he went to the Jaguars.
Yeah, I think he get from Utah or UCLA.
Yeah, Utah. Yeah.
Me mock draft. Nobody picked no Kobe Dean only because we didn't think he was going to be that low. So we exhausted everything, and year in and year out, we are dead wrong. Running back, 0 chance. Never drafted a first-round running back in Eagles history. Why start now? Howie Roseman believed that the game is win and lost in the trenches. He might go number 30, though, which is fine because we do have 2 first-round picks. But at number 10, I'm not looking at Bijan at all. If we do get him, I'm excited. I'm fist bumping. I'm taking shots. But I'm not going to set my hopes up high at all. Me personally, I think that the Philadelphia Eagles should go defensive line. If Jalen Carter, for some odd reason, I'm praying that all these rumors and, him being out of shape falls down to at least number 8. I believe that Howie Roseman might do a move to jump up and grab him at number 8. But as far as running back, wide receiver, tight end, hell no. The trenches is where the Philadelphia Eagles have always picked. Second round, running back, slash wide receiver. But as far as first round, it's ridiculous, in my opinion, that if you're an Eagle fan, that you really think, now, you set your expectation low, and if it goes up, okay, it's cool. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to, Bijan, he's coming to Philly. No. Defensive line, edge rusher is where I think that that the Philadelphia Eagles will go.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So I agree. I think it's going to be the defensive line. And I also think, or if Jalen Carter is not there and is not really a decent defensive tackle or so forth that we weren't looking at, me personally, I would go safety. I would try to get Brian Branch. I would try to get him. If not, then I will go the running back route. You got to at this point because, like, I know they got a lot of trust in Kenneth Gainwell, but like I said, he cannot be a starter in this league, man. Whereas though behind this line, this offensive line, especially because we got Kelsey for 1 year, and then who knows, Lane Johnson is getting up there in age. You want to get a running back on this team, but we don't know how he's going to pull. I mean, you look at that last year, he set up there and traded for AJ Brown. So we don't know what he's going to do in this draft yet, man. I'm just excited to see what he's going to do. But I would go defensive tackle. I would do defense all in the first round if it was up to me.
So here's why.
Real quick. Look, all season long, I've been here from Eagle fan. Anybody can run behind this offensive line. I'm a big Miles Sanders fan. You know what I mean? I'm like, rooting for him. I got his jersey, everything. You was like, no, don't pay him nothing. Let him go. Anybody could run behind this Eagles offensive line. And now all of a sudden, we want to pick a running back top 10. To me, makes no sense. But he is a game changer. I know that's what I was about to say, but go ahead.
Yeah. So here's why I say, you guys, I don't want you to. I don't want y'all to go. I don't want y'all to go to Bijan. I hope y'all go safety because I feel like y'all going to brick at safety or corner if y'all go that route. But when it comes to Bijan Robinson, he's the most game changer in aspects, probably weapon, wide receivers or running back in the draft, right? So you can get him at 10. 10 is a free pick that you got for old boy who just left y'all for Detroit. So you're able to get a playmaker at the running back position. But here's what I've been trying to explain to Eagles fans. If you buy a brand new truck, if I bought a brand new truck and I paid $80,000 for it, got a brand new paint job, I'm not coming to help you move your stuff, JC. And what do I mean by that? If I pay Jalen Hurts $50 million a year contract because she's going to get that deal done, I'm not running Jalen Hurts into the ground and letting him take on that punishment. So why not keep the run game intact? You got a young running back who's a weapon. Then you can sprinkle in the RPO just a little bit with Jalen Hurts, but you're not going to run him like you did the past few years because he's invested way too much at him. So you could go Bijan Robinson, get your game-changing running back, move on from Miles Sanders as you guys already did, and keep the running game intact. So that way you're not doing a running game by committee. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, for the safety position, y'all mentioned Brian Branch. Brian Branch, he's more of just a slot corner. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of Eagles fans been talking about, safety or cornerback. That's where I'm hoping y'all aim for. So I feel like y'all can really brick at both of those positions because this class is paper thin at that position. But I was like, for Bijan, for a free pick that I got from trading for a player that I no longer have on my roster, I even go with a game changer of that magnitude, or like you said, how he might have a trick up his sleeve and he might move that pick for another veteran player. But that's what I would do. So
yeah, but at the
I don't want y'all to do it. I don't want y'all to do it. Go safety. Go safety.
The Philadelphia Eagles don't have a fourth or fifth this year. I can recall the last time we went without fourth or fifth. At the third round, we sitting on our, with our thumb up, or hey, you know what? Just waiting for the sixth round to come. I feel like that the Philadelphia Eagles will trade back. Now, if he happened to fall like on our laps, a trade back from 10 to 15. A 17 range, okay, cool. But a top 10 back to me, a lot of people might say, well, there's no difference. There is a difference there, and pay and everything. There is a difference, a top 10 back, from 11 and on. But also the Philadelphia Eagles, man, it doesn't matter who they have back there, man. They had Shady McCoy back there the first couple of years of his career. They wasn't using him as a single running back. It was a dual threat, running back by committee. And then they finally realized, and then he, I believe, won the rushing record like 1 year. But besides that, we always been a team that relies on a running back, by committee. Y'all, on the other hand, y'all had one guy, beat him to the ground. Man, run. We have never been like that. Right. So even with Andy Reid was a pass-heavy dude. We always screaming, run the ball. To me, it makes no sense unless the Eagles, and then to have Gainwell there, and now just trying to sprinkle him in once in a while makes no sense.
Right.
You got to find out what you have in him, because next year he's up for a contract. I mean, are you going to let him go or stay?
Right.
So, I mean, a lot of stuff to me, I'm like, okay, this is not the Philadelphia Eagles. Stop trying to be someone you're not, because there's plenty of running backs in this draft that I believe. I do believe that Gibbs could be there, but he's the same type of running back at Gainwell to me. And you can line him up in slot, whatever. But to me, I'm looking at Zach, man, from UCLA. I'm not even going to try to butcher his name.
Yeah, Charbonnet or Charbon.
Big body back, man, 6 foot 214. I mean, he averaged more yards, believe it or not, than Bijan. You know what I mean? Per carry. So this dude is a beast, and that's what we need. We have a small stack low back in Boston Scott and Gainwell. We need a game changer in the goal line. I'm tired of every year we saying we need a big back. We need a big back. So we want to get the same type of back that we already have. So that's why, to me, it makes no sense. If Bijan don't happen to be there at 15, because I'm trading down, I'm definitely comfortable with taking Zach late, in the 30, because now that's a change of pace type of back we have.
Y'all better play defense, though, because Lord knows if he falls to us. If he falls to us.
First of all, I don't think he's gonna fall to us.
He's falling at all. Y'all, he gonna be there. Y'all.
Why wouldn't the Bears get him?
The Bears gonna get Jalen Carter. If Jalen Carter's sitting there, the Bears gonna swipe who they probably intend to get.
No, they got Jalen Carter going to the Lions
or the Seahawks possibly.
Yeah,
Or
but at
Seahawks.
the same time, I don't think that the Bears to me makes perfect sense. You got rid of Monty, right? You trying to put weapons around Justin Fields. You got him a big time, a semi big time, a wide receiver, and DJ Moore. You know what I mean? A pretty good offensive line, maybe, but they have two picks in the second, round, so they could easily go back to back offensive line in the second round. But the first round, hey, look, if Bijan is there with Justin Fields, just like you saying with Jalen Hurts, why not think the same exact thing with the Bears?
Because I would say because Justin Fields is younger, so he can take a lot more punishment for cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's the thing, bro. If you best, like, I feel like Jalen Hurts is going to get 50 mil. You are not going to, because you saw what happened with the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to put him at risk to take punishment. So a lot of those goal line plays and, you know what I'm saying, that little push thing y'all normally do, you just can't, because you made too much of an investment. So why not get a running back? Now, whether that's Bijan or it's another running back, you're really going to want someone to come on there and take that punishment versus Jalen Hurts. So, that's, I just feel like Bijan might be the best option to really be a game changer, where you can really take that pressure off of Jalen Hurts and y'all can get scary. Like I said, I don't want it to happen. So, do whatever y'all got to do outside of that. So
my only worry is this: wasting a pick at 10 that you're not going to use like that. Because why? You know what I mean? Because I can't recall since McCoy that one year he won the rushing title that we had one single back getting the dirty work, every down. We do not. I mean, this is where you have to know your team. You have to know, okay, they're not like that. They're not, and they're not Dallas. They're not the Giants with Saquon Barkley, a one back system. We are a running back by committee. And that's the only reason why I fear if we take him, are we going to use them correctly? If you're not, then stop wasting the damn pick. You know what I mean? Pick something else, pick, a Carter if it's there, or pick somebody else in the trenches, an edge rusher, because Brandon Graham next year is done. So, of course, we're going to need that defensive line help. So, but that's just,
all right, I'll chill. They were like, stop helping them. Stop helping. I'm like, all right, I'm done. No more help. No way. They said I can't help y'all no more, man. Y'all don't want y'all draft stuff. Sorry.
No, I already told you that. I'm not going running back at 10. You know what I mean? Everybody else want running back at 10. I'm not going running back at 10. So that's my perspective.
Y'all can go tight end. Y'all can go tight end team. How about that?
No.
That'd be dumb.
No, I'm not going tight end. I'm going to stick to my draft board in the trenches. I won't even be mad if we go O-line, because hey, guess what? Cam Jurgens, he's our center. If Gus decide to come back, guess what? He might walk away next year. And now with boom, you drafted, your right guard. So look, I'm fine with that. But do not waste a pick. That's the only thing I fear. You draft a guy, you better use them correctly, or that's a waste of a pick.
I feel you.
Go ahead and draft a safety.
What's that name?
What's that safety name? I forgot it.
Who?
Hey, I'm saying.
I should go. You go get your Penn State guy, man. Jair Brown out of Penn State safety.
That's right. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I'm going Penn. No.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get your guy, man. Penn State.
I'm going Porter, man. I'm going Porter, Penn State. You know what I mean? If I'm going Penn State, I'm going Joey Porter, man. Hey,
y'all could have walked away from Bradbury and kept CJ, and then got you a corner. But
y'all could have got Joey Porter Jr.
But then we would walk away from Slade too.
Oh yeah.
So that's the thing, you know what I mean? But Slate and Bradbury coming back, at least buy us 1 or 2 more years, at least at the DB position, and now you can fill everything else. And then, hey, maybe Porter slipped to the second round, and then bam, there you go. You grab Porter.
I can get Banks.
Next year you could cut somebody.
Yeah, so, Banks solid.
Those are options. I'm going Porter though.
Cornerback in the first round. We can't get no cornerback now since we brought those guys back.
Yeah. I think cornerback's out the picture now. So that's where I wanted y'all to go.
Yeah, either Gonzalez or Porter.
Yeah, boy. But Howie knows what y'all want us to do. He's like, you know what? Nah, we're gonna do it. And
That's the thing, man. Now we get to see if Howie's glass slipper fell off. Because me personally, as a Cowboys fan, I feel like Howie doesn't draft well. I feel like last year he knocked it out the park. I was like, God damn, what got into you?
But did he really hit though? Did he really hit?
Come on, Cole.
I mean, yeah, that I ain't gonna.
Cole, you were scared, bro.
Yeah. I'm not gonna front y'all. Like I said, I was back there in the media room, and when I saw that the Cowboy or the Eagles drafted Jordan, the wall shook. I was like, God damn, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because that was after the AJ Brown thing. I'm just like, all right, bro. Like I had to sit up in my chair a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like that might have just been a one-hit wonder, man.
No.
He might be Montel Jordan. We don't see this.
No. Back-to-back years. Remember? Devontae Smith.
Y'all bricked in that draft. Y'all bricked in the Devontae Smith draft.
Hold on. Our top 3 picks was Devontae Smith, Dickerson, and Gainwell.
So, but remember what happened that draft, though. Remember
what we went from 6 to 12, back up to 10. We rolled.
Yeah, so y'all went from 6 to y'all traded from 6 to 12, right?
Yeah.
So remember, if y'all would have been at 6, who would y'all have been in the range to get?
No, well, Chase was gone.
Chase was gone, but y'all would have been in range to get Waddle.
I mean. Well, the whole thing with Waddle and Smith was a toss-up to me because we didn't see
Waddle's better than Smith, bro.
I mean, bro,
what?
Man, he a burner, bro.
Waddle is way scared than D. Smith, bro.
No, absolutely not.
Smith is a good route runner.
He's a good route runner. But Waddle is a weapon, bro. It's a burner, bro.
I can't. Nah.
Yeah, bro. And he also would have been in range for picks too.
Trophy winner. You know what I mean? Even though
he was the third. He was hurt. He was the third. There was a reason why he was the third running back off the board. Actually, the fourth, if you want to count Pitts. There was a reason for that.
Who?
For D. Smith. Smith wasn't better than Chase by far. He wasn't better than
Devontae Smith.
I'm talking about Devontae Smith, right? He was the fourth.
Third, you said running back. You confused us.
No.
Devontae
Smith. Wide receiver. He was
the third wide receiver off the board. There was a reason for that.
Waddle, his size. His size.
He was smaller.
Everybody's okay.
Yeah.
But Devontae Smith played 2 years in the NFL. This dude is proving everybody wrong. He played in the SEC. This dude was getting hits after hits after hits. Heisman Trophy winner. And then everybody's scared of his size. He came in the NFL with something to prove. And so far, I'm knocking on wood, 2 years. No injury, but making people
but then would you turn around and do the very next year?
What we gave him some help.
You traded another first round draft pick to get a wide receiver. You wouldn't have to do that with Jamar Chase.
Yeah. Bro, wait, what? Yes, you would, because guess what? Okay, all right. So let me ask you this.
So who's your wide receiver one?
Wait, we have 2, but the thing is this. But look, the thing is that we have 2 now.
AJ Brown is your wide receiver 1, bro.
If y'all would have got Jamar Chase, do you think that y'all would still?
Y'all wouldn't have to trade a number 1 round pick to go get AJ Brown if you would have had Jamar Chase?
Wait,
that's not the reason why we actually got AJ Brown.
Every team knows that you take pressure off the other wide receiver. That's why y'all were talking all last year. CD had no help. CD got this guy. CD got Noah Brown, and then y'all try to get D-Hop.
But y'all spent a first round pick 3 years on the wide receiver position.
It was a free first round pick. We had 3 last year.
You did Rager. You did D. Smith. And then you gave a first round pick to get AJ Brown. So you spent a first round pick on D. Smith, but didn't feel like he's the one that can really carry the load. Because y'all had Quez Watkins, right?
And Rager.
And Jalen Rager. You know what I'm saying? That's Howie's fault once again. That's Howie's fault.
Noah Brown is better than Jalen Rager.
Nah, hell no.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is, bro.
Where's Jalen Rager right now? I've not heard a peep from him. With the Vikings.
He worked at the Acme.
With the Vikings, bro.
Noah Brown gonna be looking real simple in the tech.
Hey, regardless if we traded last year for number 1 wide receiver, which was a free pick, by the way, because we had 3. We traded 1 away. We had 2. We got Davis and AJ Brown, right? So regardless if we trade it or not, every team is trying to do the same thing. We were just ahead of the curve.
I'm saying y'all hit last year.
Number one,
y'all hit last year. That's what I'm saying. Y'all hit last year.
And then the year before, we hit too because Devontae Smith was.
You taking Devontae? You a Penn State guy. You a Penn State guy. So you taking Devontae Smith over Micah Parsons? Because I know y'all could have Parsons.
Yeah, y'all could have. Y'all brag about him all the time.
Well, look. First of all, the only reason why we did that was because we didn't think that Devontae Smith was going to fall that low.
Come on, Cole.
Nobody saw Devontae Smith falling past 7-8. Who thought that J.C. Horn and all these DBs was going to be picked ahead of time?
We were going to get one.
That was. Look, come on now.
Yeah, it was a
Micah Parsons to me, because I'm a Penn State fan. I watch him all the time, even though he didn't play that year. But I knew about Micah. So I had to watch Devontae Smith play. You know what I mean? Just watching him in the championship game where he was mossing people. Watch him throughout the whole year. This dude was the real deal. So to me, Parsons, Smith, just based on what the Philadelphia Eagles need, Smith was the right route. And that's why Jerry Jones was comfortable.
He was the right route because y'all needed a number one wide receiver at the time, right?
Okay.
And then the very next year, y'all had to trade to go get a number one wide receiver. That's what I'm saying. That would be like us drafting.
We got him some help. It's not like we.
AJ Brown is not just help, bro. AJ Brown is not just help. Like he's.
So what you telling me is you mad, bro? You mad?
No. I'm saying that you got. I'm saying that, and long story short, I can rely on Howie because I don't feel like Howie is that great in the draft. So we're going to see what he's really about this year. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we all agree on that. But the past couple of years, to me, the guys that he drafted are literally starting right now. Like just start this past year are key pieces to this team. So the past couple of drafts, he came out and said it. I'm not going to draft or need no more. I'm going to draft off the best player available, and that's why he went for Jordan Davis, last year.
So he leaned more towards his,
you know what I mean? Because we had Hargrave, we had Cox, but he went for Jordan Davis, which hardly played this past year because he went off of best player available. So just based on what he said, so you know what I mean? Yes, you are correct. We have stunk. Before 2 years, we stunk. We missed on our receivers. We, DBs.
Miss on DBs, right?
Yep, DBs, wide receivers, linebackers, you know, even defensive end. You know what I mean? So we had some bad drafts.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see.
A couple ones. I can't hate on that.
Yeah. Right. Y'all got to get younger because, Fletcher Cox.
Milton Williams is there. He's there already.
That's what
we're saying.
We got this.
Fletcher Cox up there with me, man. We went to school.
We got it, bro.
To school together, man. So that's how old Fletcher Cox is, right?
Yo, we got players in place already. Milton Williams is ready to take over for Fletcher Cox.
You know what I
mean? So who started from your draft class last year? Nobody, right?
On what? On both sides of the ball?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
No, we was too deep last year. Nobody started.
Yeah, so it was more of a depth draft last year. Okay.
Yeah, it was because they knew that, hey, free agency was going to hit them. So that's why it was okay to draft those pieces. And that's why I don't understand why everybody's saying, oh my God, the Eagles are done. Blah, blah, blah. What you mean? They drafted for this reason. Like, they didn't draft blind. They knew that Cox. Matter of fact, we let Cox go last year. And he came back. We let him go this year. He came back. So we was ready to move on from Fletch because we had the replacement in place. Hargrave, I thought that they would have resigned, but we could not lose both. And look, it is what it is. But Jordan Davis is a perfect replacement for Hargrave. He may not get 11 sacks off the break, you know what I mean? But look, it's a growing thing. You know what I mean? Like, he going to learn how to get into his body, NFL type, game shape. And we'll be fine. Look, you take Hargrave 11 sacks away, we still lead the league in sacks. That's a scary part. And we still got all those guys.
Unless the field is slippery.
Yeah.
I'm
looking forward to seeing how y'all going to be. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all puzzle, man, for real.
Why did y'all speak about y'all pickup, though? Like, y'all just got somebody, was today, running back dude?
Oh yeah, Rojo.
Yeah, Ro Jones.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's just a body. You know what I'm saying? He's just a body to kind of bring in. Veteran guy, played here in Kansas City, played in Tampa, 2 Super Bowls. So
Right.
that way if something does happen, he can carry the load. Like I've been telling people, it's a 17 game season. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to just be running Tony Pollard in the ground like JC said. Like you want to kind of have a spell back there that can do a little things, take some of the punishment. But I'm still confident, y'all, that the Cowboys will go running back in the draft. Now where it remains to be unseen, but we'll see. So.
But are y'all confident in Tony Pollard, the man, coming off a broken leg, really, right? Just like Dak Prescott, when he came off of his, but it wasn't as serious. But you saw how Dak Prescott was really shy about running when he got back. I mean, are y'all afraid that Tony Pollard, and y'all did franchise tag him? Are y'all comfortable with him being RB1 from the jump, or you gonna try to work him in?
I mean, it'll be a slow progress, but for me personally, I don't know how the Cowboys view Tony Pollard. Is he going to be our running back of the future, or was it something we just didn't want to, let him get to the open market? So it remains to be unseen. But like I said, I feel like the Cowboys are going to draft a running back so he doesn't have to rush back. You know what I'm saying? Week 1, week 2, week 3. You know what I'm saying? You don't need Tony Pollard taking on the bulk of the carry. So to get him fully healthy, and he's going to want to do that because he's on the franchise tag. He ain't going to come back 60%, 70% for nothing. So he's going to wait till he's 100% healthy. So for that reason is why I think the Cowboys should draft a running back and get a quality guy. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. So
do you think that they would take him off the tag and work out a deal?
I don't know, man.
If they do like that.
Now, this is just me putting on my draft hat. Me personally, I would let Tony Pollard walk.
Yeah, that's how
I will let Tony Pollard walk this draft because this running back class is so damn deep. There's so many running backs that I can show people. And every time I show people a film break, I'm like, oh, he looks like Tony. He looks like Tony. I'm like, yeah, there's a lot that can really kind of speed running backs that can do a lot. Now, of course, it's unproven, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like for the most part, it's like you can get you a Tony Pollard-ish type running back for a whole lot cheaper. You know what I'm saying? So, but we'll see. Like I'm just tired of
keep back in the cap too.
Yeah, 10 million you can use elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? But they value Tony Pollard, but will he be a Cowboy after this year? I don't know. So
yeah, the Texas A&M a running back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Devon A-Train, man. Yeah, A-Train.
He's pretty good a replacement. Right. If y'all would go running back.
Yeah.
So
it's Olympic track speed right there, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got him, you got Deuce Vaughn, you got Tajay Spears. There's a lot of guys out there, Keaton Mitchell, that can just get ghosts. You know what I'm saying? So but they'll hold on to Pollard. But
yeah, man. Hey, this has been real, man. I appreciate y'all coming out, man. I definitely love having this type of talk, man. I'm glad.
Before you finish, hey,
wait.
Hey, so far, grade the NFC East free agency so far. Up to this point, ain't no future predictions. Up to this point, so I'm going to start with Tuck. Come on, because I really want to hear. But go ahead.
I mean, honestly, I would say Cowboys A, Giants A-. And to be honest with y'all, I'm not even going front like I act on what y'all in Washington did. So it ain't been enough for me to even consider grading it. So no, I'll say this. I'll give you guys a B- because he brought back Slade and also Bradbury. So I'll give you a B- there. But I had no idea what the Commanders are doing or who they signed. So I ain't gonna sit here and lie. So
what's good to my boy Landlord from Alabama?
What's up, my guy? What's up, my bro?
Oh man, Cole. What's your who got on top?
Okay, so of course we A+ man right now. Like,
ooh, y'all done.
You know what I'm saying? I'm confident, bro.
No way.
I said I didn't give us an A+ because we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Yeah. When we dropped that Bobby Wagner tweet, that's gonna give us some A++, man.
Y'all better block me, man.
That's gonna be scary, man.
Y'all better block me, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I give the Eagles an A- still because y'all retained a lot of players back. Y'all did get a lot of those players back. We'll see if they'll still have that same production on defense. You know what I'm saying? Giants, I like the moves they're making.
Yeah.
And I hate to always put the Commanders last, but they losing a lot of players over there in Washington. So I haven't really seen too much, on that end. So we'll just have to see how they address the draft and the rest of free agency.
Okay.
So with us, I think that there's a lot more work to do, but I do give us an A. We did go out and not really answer, but we did address the positions that the safety, the nickel corner. We addressed all that. It's not household names, it's not big names, and then we don't even know how all this is going to be put together. So I do say it's an A, only because we still got the draft to look forward to, man, with expectations on what we think is going to happen. The Cowboys did a great job. I would say I would give them an A-. I would give them an A-. Just like Tuck said, I don't think they're done. I think their sneaky ass is going to try to do something, and I'm waiting on it. The Giants, I give them a B+ because they did have their guys back, get their two guys back. They get Darren Waller, just because
right.
Josh McDaniels wasn't invited to the wedding. That's what the rumor is. And then Washington, I don't even know what's going on with the Commanders, honestly.
Yeah.
Are
you feeling bad? Are you feeling bad? I have no idea.
All the time. They just ain't doing that.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna go from first to last, man. Look, I'm gonna give the Cowboys a B+ right now because I feel like the amount a B+. I mean, so what is
he got us first, so I guess I'll take the B.
I said right now because I think y'all still have some money left. Y'all do probably need to upgrade your linebacker core a little bit. Yeah, but if y'all do that, that's a A++, a home run, because y'all retain a lot of players, but y'all signed some key players also. So definitely a B+. There's nothing wrong with the B+. I'm gonna give the Giants, man. The Giants a B, man. Yo, they did pretty darn good, Look, they went wide receiver heavy this off season, man. They got a couple bodies that was an upgrade from what they have. They did get Waller, if healthy. He's one of the top 3 tight ends, maybe top 5 tight ends in the NFL. And Daniel Jones and Barkley. They kept Barkley. They re-signed Daniel Jones. So they didn't get worse. The Philadelphia Eagles right now, in my opinion, I'm giving them a B- only because we did lose Chauncey Gardner. I did not see that coming. I was ready to let Bradbury go, and then try to draft a DB. But we did lose Chauncey Gardner. To me, it's kind of hard to replace a safety, but at the same time, I feel like that if any team can replace one, is the Philadelphia Eagles, but you still lost a key piece. The linebackers, okay. I mean, there were some great story, White and Edwards, but I'm not going to shit on them. But they were pretty darn good. But losing Hargrave, but I was ready for Jordan Davis to come aboard. So that's why I said a B-. And then the Commanders, I give them a C. Because they kept Darren Payne. Congratulations. Right. And I think they signed a lineman from the Chiefs, the Super Bowl winning Chiefs. They signed a lineman there, this and that. And they got rid of freaking Heineke and Carson Wentz. So I guess that's an upgrade.
Right, addition by subtraction.
Right. Hey. So besides that, but yeah, I don't think nobody have an 8 yet. But that's why I say up to this point, because the draft got to come along. There's still good players out there. Campbell is still out there.
The Falcons
Campbell, he's still out there, which I want the Philadelphia Eagles to go out and get. I feel like he'll be great in our rotation. But overall, man, I'm very happy the way the NFC East is actually trying to become even better than last year. So up to this point, it's a win, man. It's a win. And I think with our schedule, though, our schedule, you better be prepared. You better have some ammunition, some bullets.
I'm playing some big boys.
because next year's schedule is no joke.
Y'all gotta come to Arrowhead. Ooh, you gotta come to Arrowhead.
I'm telling you, we playing the whole AFC West, NFC West. Man, you don't know what you're gonna get. I think we play AFC East too, right? Or no?
Yeah, I think so.
We played
but y'all playing with the Jets with Aaron Rodgers. So I think it's gonna be a lot tougher next year for sure. So you better not look. If you are weaker than you was this year, somebody ain't gonna make it. Somebody gonna make it.
Hey, check this out though. I just saw on Twitter from 105.3 The Fan, G-Bag Nation. D-Hop was at Dak's house, man, on his field.
Oh yeah, in the Dak yard, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
So when is enough? When is enough weapons?
It's not, man.
Stuff like that just don't happen, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all gumbo, not good gumbo. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Hey, y'all talking about being the West Coast type of team, and they don't have no 4 wide receivers on the West Coast now.
I'm just saying, man.
So I mean, we got enough. I don't know.
We got cooks for pennies now, man. We got cooks, but I'm just talking. I don't believe. I don't believe it.
So all I'm hearing is this: no excuses for Dak. That's all. I keep hearing the whole time. Is no excuse. I love it. Let's go.
Dak don't need excuses, man.
All right. Hey, I love it.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all dropping by, man. Taking time out y'all busy schedules for us to have some good, barbershop talk. Hey. Everybody, we got all networks on, but hey, share your Twitter, your handles, your YouTube page. Of course, for everybody that ain't following me, your boy, my name's Cole's Cowboys. I'll be around Twitter. Y'all can always hit my YouTube up, Cole's Cowboys. Give me a like and follow. Also, my boy JC Sports Talk, King DV, and of course Jtuck. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming. Share y'all pages, man. Share y'all.
Yeah, man. I'll say something real quick, man, since we got everyone connected, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man. Like, and I know I kind of get this weird vibe that, I don't like Eagles content creators, man. I got respect, because if I didn't have respect for y'all, I wouldn't even be here right now. I've been on here for like 2 hours. Like, if I didn't like y'all, I wouldn't be smiling and talking to y'all, man. So I appreciate what y'all doing, man. But the most important aspect I love about it is that we just talk ball. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want is talk football. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the content, man. Y'all keep rocking. Cowboys fans, even though they got these ugly green ass hats on, go get them a follow, man, because when the Cowboys start kicking their ass this season, y'all need some people to go troll. So go over there and troll these people. All these Eagles fans come over to me. So go over to their channel and definitely check it out. And y'all know Cole Cowboys is my brother, man. Definitely check him out, man. But y'all can find me on all social media platforms at Jtuck151. My YouTube channel is CFO Sports. CFOsportstalk.com for the merch, man. But even if you're an Eagles fan and you don't like the Cowboys, man, we got tons of draft talk. So if y'all want to see how bad this safety class is, we got film sessions and all sorts of stuff, man, to really keep y'all educated. So I appreciate everyone. Thanks for having me on tonight.
So
man, they always say keep your enemies close to you, man. But with that being said, man, like, look, I like the debate. That's my cup of tea. I like the debate, friendly debate to the point where it's not getting too serious.
Right.
So Cowboys fans, they can come and follow me on King DV Sports. They can sit up there, tweet me at on Twitter, King DV Sports, all one word. Follow me on TikTok, all social media platforms. Really, King DV Sports. But just thanks for having me. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to, share the light with you guys. So, it's all respect at the end of the day.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, I appreciate all y'all, man. Hey, my name is JC Sports Talk for a reason, man. I like to talk sports, man. You know what I mean? Like, look, we control each other when the time comes, man. Hey, when the game is there, But 9 times out of 10, I love to talk sports, man. I tweet out all type of content, man. All type of breaking news. It doesn't really matter to me. So if you want to follow me, go ahead. You know what I mean? And my YouTube channel is right there, JC Sports Talk. And then on Twitter, JC Sports Talk 20. I'm on there heavy only because I'm locked in a cage 24/7 at work. So, you know what I mean? And the only thing I could do is jump on the computer and tweet. So that's why I'm on there all the time. But I can't drop no content during the day.
Right.
But, you know what I mean? I'll be on Twitter, though. But that's all it is, man. But this has been a blast, man. A lot of draft talk, man. A lot of NFC East talk. I can't wait to do it again, man. You know, the draft is about 37 days away. A lot of things could change, man. These mock drafts, these mock boards, you're gonna see a billion of them.
Right.
But Jtuck, man, I do appreciate you, man. Hey,
appreciate my guy.
You constantly just dropping, tight ends, the knowledge of these draft talks and stuff like that. I know it's hard because
it is hard.
So I'm not going to tell you that right now because I'm not I'm sitting there crunching the numbers and no, man, I love to watch these guys highlights and stuff like that. But the guys that put the work in, the guys and women that put the work in, definitely, man. Hey, appreciate them, man. Hey, this thing is not easy, man. You're taking time away from your family, friends, and loved ones to try to give you out the knowledge. So if anything else, just follow us for that. That's all it is, man.
Show. Well, hey, thanks everybody for stopping by. We're gonna bring more content your way. This is the an NFT's Class Podcast episode 2, so we're gonna keep it going. Y'all be easy.
Go Birds.
You fly, Eagles fly.